Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Double Standard, the series where we showcase the ridiculous standard across the media. And today our topic is going to be a bit heavier, and we're going to talk about the future, and I'm just going to say it right now, folks. It's not looking very bright. So I have something quite despicable to discuss with you all today. Now, you know the narrative that the media likes to always push is that we must combat the evil white man. You know, that's what they're trying to always say. Now keep in mind that these people throw these terms so loosely that they've just lost their value, you know, and I mean just the other day some former official called Miss Carano a Nazi on public television and there was pretty much no backlash. And, you know, we will always try and warn these people to stop doing this, as when you constantly throw around such labels, they hold little to no meaning at all, you know, like they lose their value. But there are cases where, yes, we throw labels around, and in such a case of the judicial system, you know, it's an obvious case where you are either a criminal or a victim. You're guilty or you're innocent. And in this video that I am going to show you, that's exactly what we are going to see here. So I just want to forewarn you right now that this is going to be disturbing for some viewers, so viewer discretion is advised.
They're thieves.
What's going on?
Call the cops. They're trying to steal
This is
a
my car.
Inside is the car. Yeah, he is their friend.
No, this is my car. Stop it! Oh my God! Somebody just stop!
She's stealing their car.
You're stealing the car.
Yeah, we called the cops. Call the cops. Call the cops. They stole the car. These boys stole the car.
Hey, come out!
Hey, they stole the car. They stole the car. These girls.
Go.
That's it.
Everybody step back to the car. Everybody step back to the car.
Please, my phone is in there.
No. Step back to the car. Everybody, I need you to step back from the scene.
I saw what happened.
Alright, so after seeing that footage, I'm sure that we can all agree that the future is not burning very bright for humanity. From woke people trying to sully someone's reputation to people like Shill Gates saying that you should eat synthetic beef, you know, like, it's not really boding too well for humanity right now. But you see, that really doesn't disturb me as much as the fact that this generation of people are just complete fools as adults. So what happens when fools have children? Well, it doesn't really end well. And I'm not going to pretend for a minute to know what's going on in the household of these two girls. But what I can say is that they had full knowledge of what they were doing and just how serious the situation is. And to hear one of those brats, after getting someone killed, worry about a blasted phone gives me conniptions to say such a thing. Now, it's not just these girls that annoy me. You get me? It's again the fact that they likely had parents that are always like, oh, I'll accept you no matter what, and I don't believe in disciplining children. And this is what we get. And I can promise you that it started likely even before it went this far. You know, I don't often share my personal life, but I'll share this. I volunteered as an overseer for a summer program for about 2 years, right? And that taught me a few things. For one, I am not parent material, and I lack the disciplinary nature within me and the patience to raise children, especially these days. Another thing that it taught me was that these kids today are very aware of the control that they now have over adults. With the ability to just say one lie, they can get their parents into all kinds of trouble. Heck, even in my own family, a lie was told that could have gotten us in trouble. And because parents don't want to get into trouble, they decide to put their hand out as a friend rather than their foot down as a parent. You know, I mean, when I was at this program, right, I would see girls as young as 12 wearing clothing that made them look like a prostitute, as well as boys who were so unbelievably out of control that, believe it or not, their parents abandoned them. One boy who likely wasn't even 15 was left in a house all by himself, and his parents had just took all the stuff and moved and left him there. You see, these kids were born unto parents that grew up their whole life believing that they can run from responsibilities. It's why most of these people who are supposed to be adults, you know, they can't imagine a world where people can just disagree and be friends with each other. They can disagree on things, but they don't fall out. Because most of these adults are themselves still kids at heart. They have the body of an adult, but the mind of a child. But this entire video, article, like it's both pretty much, doesn't really bode well for this generation. To see little kids willing to throw their lives away either by crime or even by suicide today, it's really concerning. And it's why I truly believe that we have failed our children. So even though I'm no parent and I don't plan on becoming one anytime soon, here's some advice, people. If you are a parent, put your foot down. Please put your foot down. You'd better believe that if you do not discipline them, someone else will, and it's not going to be as pretty. And let me say this, it's not about being strict, it's about instilling principles in your child to show them how to deal with life. You may be one of those people saying, "Oh, that's outdated." Well, considering how the previous generations turned out in comparison to our own, if it isn't broke, don't fix it. When it comes to your kids, you want to ensure that you teach them about life so that when they are dealing with the hard times that will come, they don't turn to the end of a barrel, or to crime, or to the bottom of a bottle. So please, for the sake of the future, stop seeing kids as friends and start seeing them for what they are. Kids who need to be taught how to cope with the issues of life. But that's pretty much it, everyone. I know that got a bit heavy there, but these are things that need to be discussed, and it's far too ignored in today's day and age. We're always looking at other crap, when we need to be looking at kids, because they're the future. And if we don't look at these problems, we will never solve them. So if you like what I'm doing, please feel free to subscribe to support the channel, as well as liking this video, as that helps YouTube's algorithm actually send it to people. I'm going to continue getting back to work, showing the double standards and the ludicrous things happening across media. I would like to thank you all for watching. God bless, and I will see you next time.